This is dehydrated raw, so I think this is a good backup or like compromise. Good Friday afternoon, everyone. I started the vlog a little later than usual because Harlow and I have been busy this morning. What I showed y'all there is her cot is back. The tree is gone, the blanket bin's back in its place, and so her cot is also back in its place. And service dogs never really stop training. You have to keep up with their established skills, and obviously while the cot was gone, we did not practice Harlow's place command, which is when I say place, she goes to her cot and waits until she's released with her release word, which is okay. And the place command comes in handy when we have guests over. I don't want my golden retriever who loves people to like ambush them, so her cue to go to her cot is if I tell her place, or if she hears a knock on the door, she'll go there and wait to be released when she's like settled, and I know she's not gonna ambush people because she still gets excited when friends come over. And sometimes when I just need her to be in her place, for whatever it may be, it's nice to be able to tell her Harlow place. It's very handy. Right, Hippo? You like your cot? She likes to chew her toys on her cot. So yeah, she did a pretty great job of remembering her place command, even though the cot has been gone for like a month. Well, she is a little rusty. Y'all may have noticed the further away I got from the cot, the more she'll look back at me like, is this the right way? Am I going the right way? But she'll be back in tip-top shape with a little more refreshing. Anyways, I've also been prepping for her raw diet. Last prep day, I prepped for 2 weeks, meaning 28 individual meals. This time I'm just doing 14 individual meals, but it's also going to last 2 weeks, and I'll show y'all why. So if y'all remember, I was looking for an alternative to raw for those days I just really did not feel well enough to prep. I did a lot of research. I factored in ingredients, reviews, cost. I also wanted something shelf stable, meaning it doesn't have to be refrigerated or frozen. And after all of that, I decided to try Soho. This is dehydrated raw, and it even says it on here, raw made easy. This is the lamb formula. And basically you just put some in a bowl, then you put the appropriate amount of water. There's a chart in the back to tell you how much to use. Let it sit for at least 15 minutes, and then you give it to the dog. So Harlow's been on this for a few weeks, not solely. Like instead of giving her one of the meals I made, I'd give her this every now and then because I wanted to see how she'd do. And even though this doesn't smell very good and doesn't look very good, Harlow's been doing well on it. I still think the meals I make myself are the best option for her, but obviously that's not always the best option for me. So I think this is a good backup or like compromise. So today I am doing her prep. I'm making 14 individual meals. Last time I made 28, but I just don't have the energy for that this time. But I don't want the 14 meals to only last a week because I have my surgery coming up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give her the Soho for breakfast and then one of the meals I made at night for dinner, and that'll last 2 weeks. And hopefully by the end of 2 weeks, I'll be ready to prep again. And if not, we've got the Soho. Judd does know how to do the prep for Harlow. On occasion in the past, he has helped me with it, but you know, he works a full-time job, and with my surgery, he's going to want to dedicate his time to helping me. So I just don't want to add more to what he needs to do if I don't have to. And honestly, I think the setup we've got here between the meals I make and the Soho, I think it's a good setup. And by the way, I decided to get my Soho from Chewy.com. It's this website that has a lot of pet things, and they also offer auto ship on this, which adds to the convenience factor. For the prep so far, I've done the organs, kidney and liver, the chicken hearts, then I cut up the meat. We've got chicken, pork, and ground beef. Then I went to take a break, and now I'm gonna do the rest of it. Well, I finished Harlow's prep and I've got the bones we need. I also like to throw in extra meat here and there to expand her variety throughout the week, but for now I'm gonna take a rest, but really glad I got that done. I am awake. I fell asleep while I was resting and I'm surprised how long I slept, but anyways, now I am up and I'm going to make dinner. So this is the meal I wanted to make yesterday. I just wasn't feeling well enough to cook. And there's no recipe. It's just I'm trying to replicate this dish that Judd had in an Italian restaurant a while ago and he really liked it. So I'm going to bake the sausage. I don't usually ever do sausage, so hopefully you can bake it. Oh, that beeping as my infusion pump is done. But anyways, I'm gonna bake the sausage, make some bow tie pasta with Alfredo sauce and spinach, put it together, and it should be good. Unhooked from my infusion, I am flushing with heparin, which is a blood thinner that doesn't thin my blood, it just prevents clots from forming in and around the port. Clamp it. And I put the swab cap on, which has a little foamy thing of alcohol in there to keep the ends sterile. Good, let's get back to cooking. Got the spinach out, Alfredo, boiling the pasta, and I've been cooking the sausage and I just flipped it. I'm gonna put it back in the oven. Sausage is still cooking. Pasta is done. I added the Alfredo sauce and now I'm gonna add in the spinach. Alrighty, I chopped up the sausage and put it in there and it looks pretty good. Smells good too. This is not for me. I want to be able to eat this. Maybe I can have some of the pasta a little bit, but I make this mainly for Judd. Even though he's not home because he's working, he can still have it when he gets back, or he can take it to work for lunch the next day. So, plus I like to cook, so I want to keep up with that hobby. Harlow has her head right on the edge of my heating pad. I think she likes it. Well, these last few days before my surgery, just trying to get some things done. I need to pack for the hospital, so I'll probably do that on Sunday. I want to get some cleaning done around the house because I'm not sure how long it'll be until I can do that again. So we'll try and get some cleaning done tomorrow, but for now I am ready to go to sleep. So with that, we'll say goodnight, and thanks for joining us on our adventure.